Welcome back. Talking of carbs and old cars like we do at Motor Addicts, we're always asking for interesting stuff. Today, again, something interesting. I love my Mark 1 Golf, but we've got something double special here. It's an 82 Golf GTI. Obviously, in Motor Addicts fashion, it's not any normal Mark 1 Golf GTI. ABF 2 litre, on carbs, full cage. This isn't a road car that was modified, it is a race car. It was a race car 2 years after it was produced, and it's been that way ever since. It's 240 horsepower, I think, through the front wheels, through a Quaife diff and a motorsport gearbox. Have a look at this. And the weather good though. We're gonna get this done before it pisses down with rain. You can bleep that bit out. This is Paul. Paul is the lucky owner of this car because I say lucky. You probably worked hard to get it, to be honest.
Yeah, I did. Wait a long time to get it.
Yeah, you've done a lot of work to it by the sounds of things.
I've done quite a few modifications. Done all the graphics, wheels, changed a few bits in it, changed the seats.
Yeah.
The only thing I didn't do was build the engine. I didn't set it up to be a race car.
Yeah.
Already done. Saved me an absolute fortune, but cost me a fortune as well.
Yeah. Look, when I was just talking to Paul off camera, and it's not, as I said earlier, this isn't like a Golf like mine that's been modified to be a bit of a track car. This is like ground up. It's got wider beams on it. The chassis wider. It's got a wider front track. You were saying, yeah. and like everything, like from the bottom up, is very heavily modified. So I'm keen to obviously see what's going on inside this, but.
If we're taking that bonnet off, we've been told to give him a bit of a
couple of minutes. That's the first thing I was going to ask.
So actually, shall we just do that? I may just watch him do that.
If I can go 3, 2, 1. Mate, this is a stunning bit of kit.
Look at that.
That is all race car. Look how tidy it is as well. It's super, super clean. So it's on 45s, is it?
245s.
Yeah. I mean, inlet manifold is all custom as well.
JMR race head. The bottom end is 2 litre ABF. It's all fully forged. Previously only put about 15 grand just into the engine.
It's no surprise, it's a work of art.
It's got a Quaife diff, it's got a motorsport gearbox, all the gear ratios have been changed.
Yeah.
Brakes are individually done, so it can be adjusted bias.
Yeah, like you got a bias, yeah. It is a work of art as well. So tidy. And it's still a 2 litre, it's not like a large
some of the bits for the class racing that it used to be in have to be semi-standard. So hence why it's on a 8-valve head, not a 16-valve head.
Okay.
But also you get more power out of the 45s than what you do doing anything to a 16-valve head, unless you're going to do like twin cam race cams and dual valves and everything.
I mean, 240 horsepower. This is really like, this is older technology. It's fair to say, isn't it?
That's the most you will get out of.
That's
that
really
engine.
Going for it.
It's 240 at the crank. It's about 210, 220 at the wheel.
Yeah.
But power to weight ratio.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
I bet.
My previous car was 750 brake M5.
Right.
This scares the crap out of me.
Yeah. Well, it weighs half as much, I suppose.
It's
is
proper,
one thing,
proper sketchy.
Yeah. It's the heritage of it as well, isn't it?
Well, that's why I haven't done the usual. Take the engine out, stick a 20 valve turbo.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is what I wanted to do. First of all,
I did. I bought one like it. Yeah, but they're built for different purposes. But
that's what I wanted to do. But then I gradually, people know the car. They know the history. Just on the website, people know the number plate. And they say, "Oh wow, that's that car that used to be in the Slip 50 races back in the 80s and the 90s." And
that's so cool having some history
like that.
And
I love that. And I think taking that engine out would just be sacrilegious.
It would, it would ruin it, wouldn't it? Yeah.
And it's fun as it is.
Can I ask one question? Like, I know I asked this off camera, right? This is another thing, like a bit of homework, a bit of education. Boomerang was something I've never heard of the brand before. Can you just tell me what that is? Tell everyone what it is, because it was new to me.
So I love more Japanese cars.
Mm.
I've had a few Japanese cars. I love turbo, anything turbo. Gives you that buzz, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
But I just wanted to go different. I wanted a Mark 1 Golf. I wanted a Mark 1 Golf for ages.
Yeah.
I had my eye on this one for about a year. And I just thought, what I'm going to do is get a Boomerang decals, because Boomerang is a Japanese tuning company,
Right.
specifically for German cars.
But in Japan?
But in Japan.
I love that.
And
That's
I thought,
so cool.
That's just so quirky and weird.
It is, yeah.
But I'm going to stick it all over the car.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's a really nice livery and it looks really cool, but it's good that it's not just made up. Like, it actually exists and it's fitting with the car as well,
Yeah,
isn't it?
there
Because
is
it's German.
a twin version of this car. I've had permission to virtually copy
Copy it, yeah.
And Boomerang are happy for me to share it in England.
I'm sure they'd be impressed with it as well, because it's
I've never heard of it.
I've never heard of it until now, but it's so cool that it's a genuine tuning company in Japan doing the German stuff. That is awesome. Should we have a quick look inside? Because I mean, this is top to bottom race car. Like I said, it's like it's polycarbonate windows with the slide. I mean, if we just have a quick look, just look at it. Wow, where'd you start? So, seats are nice. I will say that much. They're lovely. Did it come with these seats? Or
So it had full carbon fibre seats, bucket seats.
Yeah.
A bit bigger than your average track day person. So I've had to change them to those. I've had to change a few things to make it a bit more comfortable on the road, because it's horrendous on the road.
I bet, yeah.
It's still on track suspension, but that just completely changed the feel of it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, inside, I mean, there's none of the Mark 1 Golf. Well, obviously there's the light switches would have been on the right hand side, but there's some other stuff going on. You've got fans here, fuel pumps and that sort of stuff. What's it I'm just thinking about the RPMs. I mean, for a race engine, it probably revs.
It goes up to about 8.5. It's got a rev limiter at 8.5.
8.5k and 8 valve.
And it's adjustable as well. You can program it on the rev counter. It's also got GPS, speedo. The guy before me, or previous owners, has spent a fortune on it.
Yeah,
It's not just gone to Halfords and stuck a few bits.
No, it's a shame we can't see underneath it, because, like as you said,
Quick shift for the gearbox and that.
yeah, this is a nice bit of kit.
It really does completely change the way they drive.
Full roll cage as well.
In the middle there, it's got the standalone ECU.
Oh, Can-Ems, yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah.
It came with your computer to plug it in. You can change all the settings on the timing and stuff like that.
All the ducting, carbon fibre door cards. Have a quick look in the boot. I did have a look in the boot earlier, right? And if you're talking race cars, have a look inside here, right? Because it doesn't get any more race car than this. Do the buttons still? You still operate them?
Excuse the strap on the tank, but that's
Look
all
at
I can do
that.
for now.
ATL cell. And it's got, so is it on an electric fuel pump, or is it on a...
So it's got electric fuel pump.
It's still got electric fuel pump in there. And it weighs about, you said earlier, we were talking about this earlier, about 800 kilos, do you reckon? At 240 horsepower.
Yeah.
It must be an absolute handful to drive.
Right.
And we were talking the other day about throttle bodies, weren't we?
Yeah.
And it doesn't get any more throttle body than this. Imagine that at 8,500 RPM. It's tied in, it's so much wider. These are Berg Cup arches, aren't they? Yeah.
Kit on it. I've got the rest of the kit, which is the rear spoiler, front valance, that's on back order.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'll get you updated on that.
Yeah, definitely. Well, mate, it is. I love everything about it. I especially love that it was it was 2 years old, was it? And then it was a race car, and it's been that way ever since. I think that is just like the heritage and the history. And you said you've got like a folder of all of the
It's got
races.
Loads of history. It's got loads of pictures of it. It used to be pink. We're about 2 years old. It's been pink, and its name was Priscilla.
Oh no, it's okay. Change that sharpish.
Yeah.
Double lively.
Double lively. Get it on. Well,
Right.
you better go out and see if it is double
I
lively.
want to hear it and I want to feel it, and that's what we're going to do now. Out of an 8 valve.
Like that's it.
That is it, stick it right here. I hope you can still hear us at home, by the way, because it's loud in here.
We give them the earplugs.
It's got a watch. Plenty of room there. Oh, it is a song, isn't it? Oh, it sounds like a proper race car. It doesn't it? It doesn't sound like a car that's got a bit of an exhaust on, or like, you know.
It's proper. You can tell it's completely.
It's different, isn't it? It's just different. That is the thing. It's just that extra bit. Oh, I was hoping to have a bit of a stretch up here. Revving up either, does he?
No. It's just a noise, isn't it?
Yeah. I can't believe how quick it revs up. See, that's the thing that you were saying earlier about turbocharged engines. You do get the power with it, but there's something that
it's taken away from that.
Exactly.
This is all the way through the range. It's not particularly quick, but it just gives you that smile because of the noise.
Exactly, and you can hack it.
And the smell, it stinks.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So this goes down here and there's a bit of that. Jesus. It's like a motorbike. It sounds like it, doesn't it?
You've got to hang on for dear life.
God, I can see it's trying to pull all over the place. Everything's moving. It sounds amazing, man. Oh, man.
So even by the camera of the road,
I can see it's pulling you.
It's impossible to do it the straight line.
Yeah.
That's because of the...
And it's very wide as well. I mean, it's got to be another 8 inches wider than a factory car, I suppose.
Yeah.
Oh, man. You must enjoy driving this so much.
The thing is, you can't drive normal.
No, you just got to drive it and have fun, haven't you? Yeah, you must have a riot driving. Do you ever just think to yourself, like, I've got an hour, I'm just going to take it out and go and enjoy it?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
I don't particularly like taking that in the wet. It's pointless.
No.
And it is, like, it's sketchy.
I can see you fighting the steering wheel, yeah. You have to go left here.
People don't believe it, and I sort of, what? That can't be. But it is, because the way it's
You
set
weren't
up.
joking. I can see it dancing all over the place.
And it's not because something's wrong with it, it's just because it's set up so solid.
That's it, yeah.
Nothing without a turbo, so it's just immediate power.
It sounds, oh mate, we had this, I don't know if you saw the other week, we had an Astra GTE on throttle bodies on, and that was a similar sort of sensation, but this is obviously a lot lighter, you know. Oh mate, you don't get that with turbo cars at all. God dear. What a weapon. And it looks as good as it goes as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not all for show, it's like... So have you got any plans to sort of change anything on it, or?
Not really, I'm going to finish off the kit,
Yeah.
make it a proper bird cut car.
Yeah.
That's the style it is now. I mean, you're always tempted to, well, I want 400 brake out of it, but
I mean,
I'm always chasing power figures, but this is just nuts.
no, yeah, you wouldn't. You
For a
definitely
different
don't.
reason.
Yeah, exactly that. You definitely don't need any more power in it. It's ample for what it's for its purpose.
Yeah.
You know, because if it had another 100 horsepower, it probably wouldn't go any faster. It just will spin more. You know.
Yeah.
I bet you're glad you got these seats in here, because if you had the buckets in here for a road
It
car,
was horrendous.
oh. It's a real, we always say the word theatre, because there's some cars you get in them and they're really fast, but they've got no theatre to them.
That's exactly why I wanted it.
You know, and this is everything, and it doesn't have to be super fast, because it's got all the theatre that you need. It's like a motorbike.
It is like a
Oh mate, that is absolutely class.
slow motorbike.
So, do you, I mean, have you having a longer journey? If you drove into Santa Pod and you got someone else in the car, the conversation at like 80 miles an hour must be like,
Yeah, you're shouting at each other.
yeah, the whole time. You end up with a sore throat by the time you finish the journey. Yeah, it is hardcore, isn't it? Oh mate. Oh. It almost makes me want to swap the engine out of mine and put something like this in it, because it's just like just the noise alone. I think when you're driving it, does everywhere feel like a racetrack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shops, racetrack.
That's it. Come on,
Go to work, racetrack. Traffic jam, racetrack.
Yeah, just waiting. Mate,
How was it?
it's okay. Number one, it's a lot quicker than I thought it was going to be.
I could hear it revving.
Yeah. It goes
everywhere.
When he says it goes to 8.5k, I'm like wincing because it sounds like it's like harmonic. Yeah, it's like wah! It's a shame it's a bit damp because I don't think, as you were saying, I don't think you get the full like impact of it. You know, but it is. Like,
Is it as quick as yours?
Different.
hard to say.
Quick, isn't it?
It's hard to say. If it was dry, I don't think it'd be far off. But the noise alone, I would prefer the noise of this over mine all day long.
It sounds brilliant going down the road.
Yeah, and because the gears are so short, it's like bam, 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 bam. You know, then you go past the police on the other side of the road. You're like, bam. You know,
Give them a little toot.
that's it. I tell you what, mate. Oh, it is every inch a race car. I said to him, like, I said, when you're driving this, you must feel like everywhere's a racetrack. And I think it probably does do that, doesn't it? You know, when you're driving it, because it's not so overpowered or like, you know, something 400 horsepower. If you squirt the throttle for a bit, you're doing 100 miles an hour, and that's useless if you want to use it on the road. But this, you could actually have fun with it without risking anyone else, you know, on a Sunday morning. And it's quality. And I love the fact that it looks as good as it goes as well. It's not just a body kit on a standard car, it's the full works. Oh mate, makes me want to jump the engine out of my one now and put something with carbs on it. It's quality. It is. Yeah, it is. It's the whole package. Yeah, I love it. I've got a soft spot for them anyway, but this is another level. It is stunning. It is stunning.
I'm lost for words a little bit.
Yeah. I could talk all day, but you ain't got the film for that. No, I just love it because it's so original. I keep like going on about it, but the fact that it wasn't just a car like yours, like my Mark 1 Golf, where it's got a set of coilovers, you know, and it's made to do a bit of track stuff, but predominantly for the road. This is like, you know, just borderline. He drives it to the pod from his house. Like, you know, at 80 miles an hour, 70 miles an hour, it must be deafening inside, hence the earplugs that are in there. A great little car. That is, yeah, I love it. That's a treat for me. That was my Christmas present. Yeah. That's it. That is it. You want to sign up? I don't know what else to say. The thing is, if we went into every tiny detail of the car, the intro to the video would just be hours long because it's so heavily. It's like my Porsche. Like every inch of it, the windscreen, from what I can see, is the only standard part of it. You know, but you'd be talking about it for hours and hours. It's just a well sorted car. So there we go. Do you want to wrap up? I think we're done. We'll do it before the rain comes. If you like what you saw today, I certainly did. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell where you can, and also if you know anyone that's got anything that's a bit mad that they built themselves and that's really unusual, we want to see it and we want to feature it, we want to show everyone. So please get in touch with us on Instagram and let us know. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell where you can. That is your lot.
Unless you talking numbers, we ain't speaking about the right things. Switch up on my nigga for a figure, that's not like me. Baddie with a body in the lobby, she like nice things. She used to know me then, she like me now, that's funny timing. Eyes been on that prize, I copped that cribbo for that timepiece. I'm trying to